guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you guys how to make those super cute back to school chalkboard signs. And this time we're going to make them with the Cricut. If you're like me, you don't have super awesome handwriting, this is the best way to do it. Now I did mine 8.5 by 11, but you could do yours 12 by 12 or 12 by 24. So I'm going to show you guys how I created my sign. So first what you're going to do is you're going to find your image on the internet. You're going to need chalkboard vinyl. And that's that. If you don't want to use vinyl and you have a Cricut, you can use regular black cardstock paper. So the pen that I use for this one is the Galaxy marker by American Crafts because it does fit into your Cricut. Cricut marker, the Cricut pens do write on the chalkboard paper and they do show up. And you have to use them in the M marker, so I guess just marker. The other ones are fine tip and they don't work. Test out the different colors to see what worked on here is I took a little piece of scrap chalkboard paper and then wrote on there just to see what would show up. Now my lettering here, it did the outline of the lettering and then I took my pen and kind of scribbled it in to kind of make it look like a chalk effect. Go ahead and jump in and show you how I made this on the Cricut Design Space 3. We're going to hide it. Okay, so here we go. We've got our blank. So you're going to go to create a new project. Obviously, I'm already there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to shapes. This is our number one first thing we're going to do. We're going to take a square. Okay, I'm going to number one change that to white. Okay. It's way easier to see, know what you're doing. So the second thing we're going to do is right here, you're going to hit the unlock button. Then I'm going to come up here to the size, okay? We're going to put an 11 here, okay? And then we're going to come over here and we're going to put 8.5. 8.5. Okay, and then we're going to come back over here and I'm going to lock it. Okay, so here is number one, our chalkboard. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our banner. So I'm going to go to images like I said. So what I did is, so you're going to go to filter here. I'm going to go to my images and we're going to go to free. Okay, so you got my images here and free. And I'm going to type in banner. Okay. This was the banner set that I decided to use right here, okay? So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to insert image. Okay, I'm going to bring it over here. And then the first thing I'm going to do is come back to shapes. I'm going to grab a square so we can slice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab our square here. And what we're going to do is we're going to have to kind of turn this a little bit because the way that these are here. So I'm going to turn it just a little bit. And it's going to turn it just a little bit more, and we're going to put it right over that, okay? Now you will have to do it twice because this is angled over this a little bit, so you will have to do it twice. I mean, I can expand this enough to where I could cover enough of the top, but I will have to come back and get this little tiny piece right here, but that's okay. Okay, so here we go. So we have this, right? So we're going to hit shift. So that's already selected. We're going to hit shift and we're going to go ahead and click our banner. And then we're going to come right down here where it says slice, right here. So you're going to, and it's right there just in case you can't see it. So you're going to hit slice. Okay, and then you're going to, and make sure you don't accidentally click on your background or it's going to slice a hole right out of your center. Just make sure you only grab those two. So you're going to hit delete. And delete, or you can hit the X, either or, and then delete. So see, we have this tiny little piece left right up there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab what I did to make this. We're going to come up here. See how it's a print and cut image here? So we're going to hit this and we're going to tell it we want it to write. So when you tell it to write, it's automatically going to take everything away. Now this is just an outline And so as you can see, if you come on the squares, you can see this is just an outline, and that's what you want. So you can fill in the center however you want to. You can write happy birthday, whatever. Okay, so then I'm going to come and decide my size. And so what I did was I started from the center, okay, because I know that I'm going to want 3 here, then 3 here, 3 here, okay. So I'm going to start with this one right here just so I can find my center. Okay, to come right about here, and you want to come down just a little bit so that way you have the room for your little rope here, okay? So there's number 1. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do this a few times. I'm going to hit duplicate, duplicate, because we need 3 right here. I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. We're going to turn that just a little bit. Here to text, and I'm going to immediately go ahead and change this over to the lettering that I chose, the Apple. But the first thing that I normally do is I go to free fonts, Apple, and let's see if it brought it up. And it did. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's that one right there. Do IRST, and then I'll do the F. Okay. So we've got this, and my brain automatically put in the F. Okay, each time, just so I don't forget, I come up here to, you see where the scissors is right up in here, right here. Click that and change it to writing right away, just so we don't forget, okay? So we're going to do that each time. So I'm going to go ahead and move this right up here, and we'll have to play with it as we go along, of course. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to lettering again. I'm going to go ahead and type in my F, and then we'll bring it right over here. And like I said, I made it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change it to right. So there we go. So we have that. Also, if you're wanting this to be a different color, like I just wrote all mine in this white. But if you were going to use, say, like one of your Cricut, like say purple, you would go in here and make sure that you, right up here, you change your color to purple. Okay? So you'd want to do that right away. That way you can have, you know when to change your pen. So the next is day, and I had to separate them with this writing. I couldn't say, like, say, put the IRST and day together because it had a huge space, and when you try to line letter space, it's going to cram everything else, and it's not going to adjust that. So I just separated them. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to try to get this as close as possible. And I think that looks okay. So the first thing, like I said, you're going to come up here and you're going to either change your color if you need to, and you're going to change it to writing. So do all that at the same time. Please, and I'm going to hit shift. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just arrow over. So I'm just using my arrow on my laptop, and I'm going to kind of scoot these over just a little bit till I feel that it's kind of centered. Okay. So there is the first day. that you go ahead and with your mouse, you're going to grab and select everything here and hit attach. It's right down here. You're going to hit attach. Make sure that is a crucial step or everything will go into pieces. Okay, then you're going to hit make it. And then here it is. It's going to go over to your mat like this. So you're going to hit continue. Okay, so we've got our machine on, and you're going to go ahead and turn your dial to custom, which, as you guys seen with the new Cricut maker that's coming out, there will no longer be a dial. So the way that Design Space 3 comes out now, it comes out with your material like this. So you're going to hit view all. And I really love the layout of this. I love how much easier this is to work with. You're going to come all the way down to vinyl. So you're going to come down to vinyl. So you're going to come right here to the chalkboard vinyl. You're going to click on it. And then you will hit done. So it's on the chalkboard vinyl. It's going to tell you to load your pen, whatever color. So it's going to tell you black because I just left it on black, but obviously we're going to load our chalkboard pen. And sorry about the lighting, because if I turn on my ring light, it's going to put a huge ring light here, right here. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put in your Galaxy pen. So that's what it says to do. And then it says to load your fine point blade, which obviously ours is already in there. And then, now if you had the maker, you would be maybe switching back and forth. Okay, and then your load mat, and you're going to go ahead and load your mat. So you're going to load your mat, and then you're going to hit your, once your Cricut light starts blinking, you're going to hit it and it's going to cut out. Okay, so when it cuts out, you're going to have this. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your cardboard and you're going to cut your cardboard to the size that you need it. And then I just took my vinyl and very carefully put it on here. I then used my extra large Cricut scraper, and it did not mess up. You can see how well this stuff holds up, okay? This is that marker, and it's permanent, so you can rub on this all you want. I just used my X-Acto knife and trimmed that off. Then I went with a cardboard, I went all the way around the edges with a Sharpie and did all that in black, so that way it's good to go. So that is my DIY chalkboard for back to school or weddings or birthdays, etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.